Hi everyone, today I will discuss my project which is about the problem of outreach existing in CSSA. So, what is CSSA? It is Chinese Student and Scholars Association, which is the largest Chinese student association at UMD and has over 2,000 members of graduates, undergraduates, and visiting scholars. The mission statement of CSSA is to bring Chinese students together on campus and serve as a bridge between the Chinese and other communities, spreading Chinese culture. It is stated by the Embassy of PR China. However, most of its members are all Chinese, and diversity in CSSA is quite limited. I did a survey on students who are not Chinese around me. About 85% students never heard about CSSA. The main problem, I think, is about the outreach. So now I will discuss about the problem of outreach. The first one is like that. Most of the events held by CSSA are advertised on WeChat, Weibo, and QQ instead of popular social medias in the US like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, etc. According to the research, on average, 50% of people use Facebook daily, and social media advertising revenue is forecast at about 51.3 billion US dollars for 2018. That is about $70.24 per user. Revenue is set to grow about 10.5% annually. So we can see that the social media has really great influence on the outreach. The second one is about the hosts of most events just speak Chinese. So it is really hard for students and people with different cultural backgrounds who don't know Chinese at all to understand the meaning of the events. It is really hard for spreading the Chinese culture. And the third one is about the limited connection with Confucius Institute of UMD. Confucius Institute of UMD have over 3,000 students from different age groups and cultural backgrounds and also teach Chinese. I have a really great relationship with teacher Wang of Chinese 331 class, which is about the Chinese calligraphy class, who is also the teacher of Confucius Institute of UMD. She told me that students from that institute are really passionate about CSSA. However, the outreach in that institute is quite limited, so students even don't know any about the events held by the CSSA. If the problem of outreach doesn't tackle with, it is really hard for people with different cultural backgrounds enjoy and understand Chinese culture. Based on limited understanding, it is really hard to eliminate the stereotype and cultural bias. Just like the thing happened several months ago, based on the situation of coronavirus happening in China, Washington Post just says China is the real segment of Asia. As a Chinese, I feel it is really offensive. According to the research I did, like lots of Western media will depict China as a traditional and conservative country where liberal ideas espoused by mainstream media in the United States and Europe are not taking hold and whatnot. So as a Chinese, I promise this kind of the consequences will be still existed or even more serious if the problem of outreach still not be solved. Additionally, I also did an interview with Mu Rongli, who is the president of the Outreach Department of CSSA in UMD. According to the experience and work, she believes that CSSA is mature now and it is the time to start the next step, which is not only gather all Chinese students together, but also to build the bridge between Chinese students and other communities. I shared my personal experience of being the president of CSSA in the University of Wisconsin and how I solved the problem of outreach. She considered that my advice and experience is quite valuable for her. She was also really appreciated about my passion of developing CSSA with more cultural diversity. This interview is really valuable for me. With the support of Mu Rong Li, who directly worked for outreaching, my proposal will be more compelling and will show more exigence of the problem of outreach. Here is the bibliography of researches I did. Thank you for watching.